single-handedly broke up my marriage. You're an awful person.
You're 24 years old. Why would I listen to you? Why would you be giving therapy and advice to people who clearly need it? It doesn't make any sense, Ari. This is a horrible idea.
You're listening to
unlicensed
therapy with Ari Manis.
No, I remember that, and then Redman got on you for like, if you wanna hook up with a woman, don't.
Yeah, that was the story.
Weed.
Yeah, so what happened was I did the joke. The joke didn't hit. The joke bombed on Kill Tony. I said, a girl called me over to hang out at 11 p.m. I said, I'll go over there and hang out for a little bit. Right, 11 p.m. Turns out she just wanted to hang out for a little bit.
Yeah.
So the joke bombed, and then they started, because they knew me, or maybe they do this to everyone, they just started asking me about the inspiration of the joke. And they're like, is that a true story? I said, yeah. They're like, well, what happened? And I'm like, oh, went over, I brought over weed, we smoked it. And they're like, oh, that's the problem. You don't bring over weed on a first date, you bring over alcohol. And I'm like, oh, okay, that's why you just hung out. And then they said, well, what'd you do? Did you see her again? I'm like, yeah, I took her rock climbing. They're like, rock climbing? On the first date? So yeah,
I remember this.
So the interaction got fun. Like, my joke bombed, but then I think the interaction as a whole was fine.
It's like that sketch you shot with Whitney Rice, and was Brad in it? Was Brad in that one?
Brad was the waiter.
Yeah.
So he went over while Whitney was watching. I did a sketch. If you're watching this, you could go look it up. It's called...
This was probably 6 or 7 years ago.
Yeah, it was right when I moved to LA. Still holds up, though. I like it.
Yeah.
It was called... Shit, I don't remember. But the premise of the sketch was I met a girl at a bar, and I said to her, she goes, you're a comedian, right? And I said, yeah. And she goes...
I'm going to perform for you.
Yeah, she goes, you should perform for me. I was like, well, why don't you come back to my place, and I'll perform for you all night. And she's like, okay. And then I take her back to my apartment, and I had like a whole stand-up set prepared, and I had curtains and a stage, and in my apartment, she's sitting there thinking I'm going to have sex with her, and then while I'm performing, I have a waiter come out, and, ma'am, can I get you anything to drink or eat? And she goes, no. And he goes, well, there's a 2-drink minimum.
It's so weird. I love it. Do you watch your old sketches? And you're not? Are you
every once in a while? I haven't watched that one in a long time.
Are you embarrassed by any of them?
Oh yeah, there's some that are garbage. That one, I like that one still, but there's some that I've gone back and deleted things that were 5 years old.
Oh yeah,
or unlisted them at least.
Yeah,
made it so people can't find them.
Do you have
I probably should do that again.
Yeah, it's good to clean out every 5 years.
Yeah.
Do you have a bit from your first year of comedy that you still do?
My first year of comedy.
Because you said, it's one of your first jokes that you're like proud of.
I don't do that joke anymore.
Yeah, but
I'm trying to think what's the oldest joke I still tell. I have jokes I've been doing for 4+ years.
Yeah, me too.
That when I do long sets that I still do.
Yeah.
And I need to get rid of them, but whatever, easier said than done. But from my first year of comedy, I don't think so.
Okay.
Yeah, what about you? Do you have one from your first year?
Farmer's Daughter, that was from the first year.
If I'm doing a really long set, I have one of my very first jokes I do. If I'm headlining, like if I have to do 45 to an hour, then yeah, I'll do jokes from first year, I think.
Yeah.
At least one.
Because
featuring, I don't need to.
Right,
yeah.
Right.
Yeah. But lucky for me, I've headlined maybe 3 shows total in my life, 3 or 4.
How'd they go?
Actually, every time I've headlined, the 3 times I did it, it went well.
Because I think about that whenever I have to do longer time.
I think I get so nervous about it that I over-prepared and did better than I thought.
Yeah.
But it's like, yeah, we've been doing comedy a long time. We should be able to. The only reason we can't do it is because we don't do it all the time.
Yeah.
If someone was like, hey, you're a headliner now, after a few months, I'd be like, yeah, I'm good to go.
I know. That's why I'm booking these Midwest runs, is so I can do more time.
How much time do you do on the runs?
At least 30. I got to do a couple hours. And before going in, I'm like, do I have an hour? Realized, yeah, I have an hour.
That's what else was crazy. I was thinking to myself before I did it, I'm like, I don't know if I have this much time off to do crowd work. I did the time. Not only that, I got off the stage and I go, oh, I forgot to do those 2 jokes.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like I had extra.
And how many unfunny people do we know that claim to do an hour? So I'm like,
God.
I can do an hour.
My real dream is just to not become that person.
I know.
Yeah.
I remember doing open mics and people be like, yeah, I just did 15 minutes in Ontario. I'm like, dude, you don't got 3.
Yeah, I'm like, I see you.
I see you.
I see you all the time.
Yeah.
Why are you? We're
why
friends.
why are you wasting these people's time?
Yeah. Well, do you know the premise of the show?
I get therapy, right?
Yeah, I help you with all your problems.
Okay.
And I know you have a lot.
What are they? Tell me what you think my problems are, and then I'll tell you my problems.
Okay, your problems that I think you have.
Uh-huh.
Well, I don't want to be
And
mean.
be completely honest, dude. I can.
I don't want to be mean.
No, be mean.
Okay, it's off and on. This isn't a constant problem.
Uh-huh.
But I've witnessed a little bit of substance abuse
Oh, really?
in your life.
What-
Yeah,
what,
some
like-
drug and alcohol
Which ones?
issues, marijuana and alcohol.
Is this an intervention?
No, it's not intervention. You might even have it under control now.
Yeah.
I'm not around you as much as I used to be to see it all the time, but there was definitely like patterns where every time I saw you, you were wasted.
Really?
Yeah.
When was this?
Just at the comedy store while you were working.
Really?
Yeah.
Because I don't really.
Oh, we're not allowed to say that. You weren't. You
No,
weren't
you can
working.
say
You were
it.
off. You were off that night. Actually, I don't know why I said that. You weren't working, but at the comedy store.
I mean, god dang, Ari. Okay, what else?
What else? Laziness.
Oh, really? What?
Yeah, like you work out hard, you
Yeah.
write hard, but you have so many skills. Like you could do anything you want. You could be putting out short films and things, and now
Thanks,
you're just
buddy.
finally starting to. You're doing your Yelp videos,
Thanks, buddy.
but like this is, so this is something I don't even need to help you with. A lot of them, you finally kicked into gear.
Yeah.
So maybe I don't need to help with anything.
I mean,
witness
hey,
you've
hey,
already fixed, but these are things that I noticed, and just maybe this last year, you've kind of stepped it up.
Dude, I've gotten the substance abuse under control without any meetings, without any.
Oh yeah, I mean meetings. From the research I've done, this is going to be controversial to people because people who do meetings are all about them and good for them. I'm not saying meetings are bad and people shouldn't do them. For the people it works for, that's wonderful. Keep going to meetings, but the research I've done is meetings work for about 15% of people. So,
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah,
but those
85%
15%,
love it and good for them.
Yeah,
but
exactly. It's worth it.
85% of people go to meetings and they go, "This isn't going to work for me. This doesn't do it for me." And the people in the meetings will be like, "Well, that's because they didn't take it seriously and they didn't do it." Okay, fine. Or maybe it just doesn't work for everyone. There's other things. There's other ways to get sober. There's medication that's pretty effective. There's willpower and self-control. There's supplementing instead of drinking, doing something else.
Yeah.
Yeah. What worked for you? What got you sober? Not sober, but what got you under control?
I mean, I don't really drink.
You were at one point, I would call you an alcoholic.
Really?
Yeah. At one point, knowing you. If someone's like Lucas Hirl, I'd be like, "Oh yeah, nice guy, alcoholic."
Oh, that's great.
What do you think kicked you into gear?
When I quit my day job, that helped a lot. Because for 8 years, when I started here in LA, like I hit the ground running. I was doing internships and then trying to be a comedian, just trying to like do everything. And I worked 2 jobs as a door guy at the store, and then I worked as a video game producer. And that was just burning both ends.
It was a little too much.
It was way too much. I remember being at the store, and this was years ago. This is probably 6-7 years ago. And just like wanting to escape.
So once you got out and you were working less, working an appropriate amount,
Yeah, I was
you're
able
like, I don't need to drink anymore.
right. And I was able to focus on stand-up and all the
It's
other
funny.
things.
So that actually worked out for you. I hear a lot of people will say to me, "I got to quit my job so I could focus on comedy," and then
Yeah.
they quit. And I'm like, that wasn't the problem.
Oh, I know.
Yeah, that's most.
I know. No, I did the day job long enough that I knew that when I finally quit it, that like stand-up would be 100% my focus. Because I know so many of those people too who blame their day job for why they're not more successful.
Yeah,
I didn't want to be that guy.
right.
And you kept those Yelp reviews going, by the way, too.
Wait, what do you mean?
Well, I did Chelsea and Steven's wedding, which we were at for the whole weekend.
Yeah.
Me, you, and Abby, and you were kind of like, you know.
Oh, that was
You were supportive
that
of
might have
that.
been my favorite one. The first one might have been my favorite.
I know.
Yeah.
I got to release
It
it
was great.
again. I just don't know when. Their anniversary's coming
Release
up
it
in
right
August.
now. Yeah, release it then. Yeah, perfect. Release
Yeah.
it on their anniversary.
Yeah.
And then my birthday.
And then your birthday.
That one I'm biased towards. I liked it a lot, but that's because it was my birthday.
But I get a lot of compliments on it, and then I wasn't gonna keep doing them, and you're like, you were so outraged that Chelsea asked me to take it their wedding. One
yeah,
night.
I mean,
you were so outraged by it that you're like, will you do my birthday? And I couldn't say no.
Yeah, I mean, it is outrageous. Let's talk about that.
Yeah, you're a comedian.
You did if you don't know, Lucas Hirl makes these funny reviews where he goes to events and he just films himself at the event and he films the event and he makes jokes about it and makes fun of the event essentially and reviews it and will most of the time say, you know, this event sucks and here's why.
Right.
Stuff like that. So we go to our friend Stephen Randolph and Chelsea Skidmore's wedding.
It's a great wedding.
Everyone had a great time, including us.
Yeah.
I had an amazing time, but it's at this weird venue. Like, it's called a Madonna Inn in San Luis Obispo. If you haven't been there, it's like each room is decorated different. Ours was like a cave with rock on the walls. We go to the reception, and it's in this old conference, like, kind of rundown building. But it's fine. It's nice. No one's complaining. Again, it's like that's the look they're going for. They have grilled cheese sandwiches and peanut butter and jelly.
Cut into triangles.
French
no
fries.
crust.
Yeah, they have corn dog wrap things. They have kind of, what do you want to call it? Basic foods.
Basic foods for kindergartners.
Which I actually love because I love those foods. I'm kind of a picky eater. I rather eat a grilled cheese sandwich any day, than some fancy piece of fish or something else that they would have. So I was stoked on it. Lucas made a review making fun of it. Chelsea got so offended, she asked him to take it down. She got mad and said, please take down that review. It's not nice.
In her defense, though, since then, she's given me permission. She gave me permission on
Yeah,
the podcast
only because
to put it
we
out.
probably ripped on her so much for making you take it down.
Hey, regardless. And she said that, the problem is that the things I was, shitting on were the things that they argued about.
It's like
The grilled cheese, the peanut butter. She's like,
You're a
all
comedian.
these were fights that Steven and I had. She said the problem is that you pointed it out. It was a great wedding. And had I known, because the video was meant to be a present for them. Like,
Exactly,
hey,
yeah.
you'll always remember this. No one's making you a video.
No
Yeah,
one's
they're-
making the video.
Yeah.
And it was funny. Everyone loved it. It got like 300 likes or something.
It
on
was
Facebook.
crazy. I
Yeah.
put it out for a day, and I didn't expect it to do that well. And then I get called from Steven in Italy saying,
while they're on their honeymoon.
yeah, he's like, we're literally in the middle of a river on a canoe, and we're talking about you. Like, good. And
And also, like, so to give it more background, Lucas Hirl is a nice person. I don't think there's a single person out there that I've ever met that goes, Lucas, he's a dick. Like, no one would do that. So they know there's no malicious intent from this video, which is another reason why they should be okay with it. They know you would never do anything to be mean.
right, they are okay with it now, both of them.
They claim to be.
Yeah, they both want me to release it,
So they say.
so I'm not going to.
Yeah, because they're embarrassed that they had you take it down. That's why they
Yeah.
want you to release it.
You think?
I think so.
You think? Had I known though that it would
If their gut instinct was take it down, that's still how they feel.
yeah.
They just, enough people are like, I can't believe you made Lucas take that down. I thought you were a comedian. Enough people did that to where they're like, yeah, you could put it back up.
But you of all my friends, Ari, was the most outraged by it. You're like, even I remember like a week or two later, like, I can't believe they made you take that down.
Yeah.
And they're like, I can't believe you took it down. You said that to me. And, if I'd known that it would have done well, there's so much more about that wedding we could have made fun of. I mean, Steve-O was there.
In a weird suit.
Yeah, he had a polka dot rainbow suit.
Yeah.
And then Brody's 30-minute speech about the Dodgers.
Oh, yeah, bro.
Nothing about Steven and Chelsea. It was 30 minutes about
himself.
baseball.
Yeah.
I mean, there's so much about that wedding to make fun of that I don't know why that was the one. But when you're like, yeah, come do my birthday party, that was okay. That was like, I have free reign with this one. Because you said you can make fun of anything you want.
Go in as hard as you want.
Yeah.
The only thing I didn't like about my birthday, we should say what the birthday was. My 29th birthday party, I got a Hummer limo. It picked me and my friends up from my apartment, and we went to CC's Pizza in Corona. Now, Corona, if you aren't familiar, just kind of like middle of nowhere, Southern California. It was like an hour and a half drive there. Yeah. That was the only part I didn't like about my birthday. The ride there and back were a little too long.
Oh,
if that could be shorter, I think my party would have been perfect.
It was pretty great, man.
But
everyone was comfortable. The limo was huge. I like the fact that it took 90 minutes each way. Remember Grant Cotter, though, like mapping it on Google. He's like, this is going to take 2 hours to get there.
I remember we were there, and people still weren't convinced that we were going to CC's. They're like, where are we really going, Ari? And we know you're messing with us. Where are you really taking us? I'm like, no, we're going to CC's. The story with CC's for me is I went to military school in Roswell, New Mexico for 9th and 10th grade. And they had a CC's Pizza in Roswell. And it's $5 all you can eat pizza. And at that time, I didn't have a job. I got an allowance from my parents still because I didn't have school, and I think they gave me $20 a week, some very small amount. I didn't have enough to do much money. So I love CC's. Go there and stuff my face for $5. And there's no CC's really around here. And I've always wanted to go back, but I'm like, when am I going to go back? I need to make an event out of it. I need to force myself to do it. So that's what the inspiration was for CC's.
Yeah.
And anytime I said, let's go to CC's, people are like, no, I don't want to go there. I'm like, that's the only day I could force people to go with me to CC's.
Dude, it was, 29, what are you going to do for 30?
My parents offered to help me pay for a 30th birthday party, but I don't think I want to do one.
What do you think? You're not going to do anything?
I don't know what I would do. I can't top last year.
Yeah, you can.
How could I top a Hummer limo to CC's?
I mean, we got, 3 months?
Yeah, September.
Yeah.
I just don't know what I'd want to do. And I think I'm going to be kind of depressed on my 30th.
Don't be. It's the best, dude.
Yeah, you like being in your 30s?
I did. Jake Weissman told me, he said, when you turn 30, it's like you've already failed already. So everything's like easy after that.
Yeah. 30 is like when it really sits in, okay, I'm never going to be a professional athlete.
Yeah.
I'm never going to be an actor.
That's always weird for me as a sports fan when I'm rooting for people younger than me.
I could never date another 18-year-old girl.
What about 19?
No, I think when you're 30, she has to be 22 and older.
Yeah, I agree with that.
I mean, I still will, but
I always divide your
all the
age
work.
in half and then add 7. That's the youngest you can date.
So so I'm at 29 now, so
that falls right in line with
what's the youngest I could date now?
29 divided by 2, 14 and a half. All right, you could date a 21 and a half year old. Is that right?
Yeah, and that sounds about right.
Yeah.
Yeah, I shouldn't be dating anything younger than
Now
21.
you've told me my problems. Can I tell you yours?
Yeah, and then we'll go back to yours because we didn't really go over any of your problems.
Keep okay.
But yeah, you could tell me my problems. I would love to hear my problems.
What are your problems?
What are you going to tell a guy who's perfect, huh? Let's see it.
Give me time. We got time. I think, like me, you spread yourself too thin.
Yeah.
I don't know how you do the Airbnb and then rent cars out and all that stuff. That would drive me crazy.
Oh, that takes no time at all.
Really?
That's not spreading myself too thin.
It's really easy?
That's easy, and I pays my rent.
That's insane.
No, that I definitely wouldn't stop doing. I mean, I might have to stop soon because it changed. The laws are changing in July.
Yeah.
But like I do. Okay, you work. How many shifts a week do you work at the store?
2.
So that's 12 hours a week.
Yeah.
You work roughly 12 hours a week. I'd say I work on my Turo and Airbnb 2 hours a week.
Damn. And you've had no problems. You've had nobody.
I've had problems, and those you will create a couple more hours of work for sure.
Yeah.
Those could take up half a day, but those are few and far between. Those problems do not occur regularly.
Damn.
I haven't been to my Airbnb units in months
Wow.
because I have a cleaner that goes in.
You got
cleans
an
them.
operation.
Yeah, it's smooth sailing.
That's insane. Because when I quit my day job, I did tell myself stand-up is my focus, and it has been.
Mm-hmm.
So anything like even Airbnb and all that kind of shit, I just couldn't do.
You definitely could. Airbnb, you could.
I could.
I get what you're saying that I spread myself too thin in other things. I think, I have this podcast. I have my stand-up. I help other people with their stuff. There's just always stuff that I feel like I'm always busy, and I don't even know what I'm busy with.
Yeah. Do you meditate and stuff?
Answering phones at the store. No, I don't really meditate.
You don't? Do you still answer phones at the store?
Yeah, I have a shift tomorrow.
Isn't it weird how whenever somebody says they're getting out, they never really do? Because, also when I get out of the store, I'm getting out. I'm not doing this shit where, I'm still available.
It's just scary to give up. I don't need the money at all.
Yeah.
That's, one shift I do every 2 weeks.
Yeah, you're making buku bucks
it's
off
minimum
B&B.
wage. I'm making. No, I'm not making good money anyway. I'm scraping by, but I don't need the money.
Dude, you got this sweet studio here, man. You're doing great.
Yeah. But the reason I do is because I get those from working at the store. I get to go up every Monday on potluck.
Right.
I get the cold open spots.
Right.
I feel like I probably am more in the development system because of it.
Right.
I feel like my chances of becoming a paid regular might be higher because of it.
Oh, you will for sure.
I don't think so.
No,
But
a lot of door guys won't. You will.
You say that, but you're one of the few people that says that. Most people.
But I'm
people don't say
also,
that.
dude, I'm in the loop. I know.
You're in the loop.
Dude, I got it.
But yeah, so I've been too scared to quit.
Same
shift
here,
a
man.
week.
Like Tuesday nights, I bartend still, and I get the first Fallout spot because,
That's nice.
and I'm not giving that up yet because I need that.
Yeah.
I need that workout at 1:30
Yeah.
because I'm also
a
so
good spot.
exhausted. It's a great spot, and you're bartending 5 sold out shows. So by the time you go on stage, I'm too exhausted to BS.
Do I have any other problems besides spreading myself too thin?
No, that's it.
That's it?
That's it, buddy.
I'm chubby.
No, you're not.
Yeah, I could use
Dude, I feel
more cardio in my life. That's another problem.
you're right next to Runyon. You go hiking. How many days
I
a week
need to
you
go
hike?
more. I went yesterday, but I didn't go today.
It's good for your mind. When you hike, do you listen to anything?
I usually do.
Well, like
Yeah.
what?
Music or a podcast or stand-up.
Okay. Or your own stand-up?
No.
Do you listen to yourself?
No, I should,
Okay, that's
but I
that's
can't.
your second issue. You
Yeah.
need to listen to yourself.
Yeah, I can't.
Wait, dude, you have to.
It's like nails on a chalkboard listening to myself. I'm just like, I hate it. I don't want to do this.
But you edit yourself. You edit this.
Yeah, and I hate that too. But I usually don't go back and listen through it. But yeah, no.
You don't watch this? Yeah, I mean, when you pull clips, you do.
Yeah, I guess I put it on the background. I guess I kind of do.
Like
but
editing myself on these
Yeah, I hate it.
stupid ass Yelp reviews, though, it's helped my stand-up so much.
it has. That's good.
Big time. You see yourself from a third
Yeah, no, you're
person
right. That would be a
perspective.
good thing for me to do.
Oh, Ari, you'll grow so fast. So, you love CK, I know.
Yeah.
There's a great CK story in the main room, green room. Remember when he's doing those hours?
The special?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So he
How
was.
have I never heard the story? Okay, continue.
Oh, dude, I got a couple CK stories.
Oh, tell me them both.
All right. Okay, so he would do 2 hours a night. Between the shows.
Two nights he did 2 hours a night.
Yes.
So 4 shows total.
So after the first show, he'd be in the green room and he'd be listening to his first set before the second one.
Okay.
He had just gotten off stage. And some comedian, I forgot who it was, some New York person, was in the green room and he's like, they're talking about listening to your set or whatever. And this comedian is like, oh, I don't listen to my set. And CK, just stone-faced, said, it's your job. And that was it.
That was it.
Yeah, it's like, it is your
I want to know what
fucking
comedian
job.
it was.
I know.
Yeah.
It's somebody I don't remember. Somebody from New York that wasn't. I still don't remember. That's how.
Okay.
And then
I listened to it back in my head. Does that count?
Yeah, it counts.
I definitely play back the night's events. Like, oh, that joke didn't hit tonight. Oh, that joke hit.
I was talking with McCall a couple days ago, and we brought you up.
Oh, what'd you say?
Just,
I
said-
love hearing about
we were
myself.
talking about your fight.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
I told you about that, right?
Oh, yeah.
I've said it on the podcast a few times already.
Yeah.
What was the other Louis C.K. story?
And then this is so much lamer, but I like to watch him from the sound booth in the main room.
Mm-hmm.
And I noticed that he has his phone on the stool, but he has it on so like, and I do this every once in a while where, you know, I always put the phone in airplane mode when I go on so nobody calls, texts, and interrupts the recording. But then he also has it set up so his display never goes off. So you just see him recording himself, and then the phone is on for an entire hour.
Right.
Just on the stool.
That's not that crazy.
That's not
he
that
could probably
crazy.
also walk past and see what time he's at, that type of thing.
That's my craziest CK story.
What about when McCall was talking about me? Was she mad about the fight?
No.
Okay.
She was happy you're okay. And she's happy the guy's okay. I'm more happy the guy's okay because I know
she
that
knows who the guy is?
No.
Oh.
But just saying that
I wish he wasn't okay.
I know the psycho in you. That's why we're friends. I think you and I could both kill a man.
In that moment, I could have.
Yeah.
I can't normally. I'm a pretty peaceful guy, but
I
I
am too,
literally
but-
lost control.
Yeah. I just can't believe Biddlecombe didn't tell me about it.
Yeah, he was in the room.
I know.
Yeah. He texted me after and he said, like, are you okay? I said, yeah, I'm just kind of bummed.
Yeah.
And he's like, don't be. You handled it great. He said, I'm proud of you.
Good set.
It was a good set. That was the craziest part of the whole
Yeah.
thing. I wasn't doing bad.
Yeah.
I was doing good. What problems do you have that I could help you with?
Right now, let's see. You know what really it is, dude? I want to get up as much as possible. I want to get on
You
the
feel
road.
like you don't get up enough?
Yeah.
But in general or just the road? Do you feel like you get up enough in town?
In town, a decent amount, yes. But dude, I got to make these stupid videos because we got to stand out somehow.
Yeah, the videos are great.
Yeah.
You inspired Tony Hinchcliffe.
I did.
Yeah, he wants to do them now.
I'd love to see him try.
Yeah.
Please, he can't do them as well as I can.
Ooh, look at you
Dude,
getting
nobody
competitive.
can. Dude,
Nobody can?
I know what I'm good at.
Oh, I can.
Please don't, Ari.
I don't want to.
No,
and I
dude.
can't. But
I bet you could.
no, I
But
think
Tony can't.
yeah. So you feel like you're not getting up enough? That's your biggest problem?
I want to
in
get
your
on
life?
the road more. That's my biggest problem right now. Is that I find myself feeling sorry for me, and
That you're not on the road. And do you want to go on the road with other people, or you want to go on the road on your own?
with anybody. Like being able to do 2 hours a couple weekends ago, and then doing La Jolla after. When you get 5 shows a weekend, you grow so fucking fast.
Well, I'll tell you the trick to going on the road with people.
Yeah,
There's a few tricks,
yeah,
and you have most of them down,
yeah.
and you have the capability of doing all of them. The ones that I use.
I'm cool with everybody, but nobody's
That's
like.
step one. Step one is being cool, and know that you're a chill hang. Being able to know that you could be with you for 10 hours stuck on a car ride or an airplane or in the hotel room, and that you wouldn't be like, fuck, can I get away from Lucas for a few hours? That's important. Because there's certain people who are my friends where I know I wouldn't want to be in a car ride with that person for
sure.
5 hours.
For sure.
So that's step one, and you got that down. Step two, being funny. Obviously, you don't want to bring someone on the road with you that no one thinks is funny and that bombs and stuff, and that doesn't set you up for having a good set, and you're funny. So you got those down. Step three, this is the one that makes it so they bring you every time they can instead of someone else, is being, and this is something I struggle with because you get lazy and you get comfortable, and I'm sure I'm not doing enough, but is being helpful and being so that they go, and being productive so that they go, when I go to Lucas, not only is he funny and a good hang, but then I get copies of all my sets. Then I work out every day.
Do you work out every day on the road?
No, but I'm saying these are this is what, in my mind, especially in the beginning when I go on the road with someone, I go, what can I do to where I'm a benefit on the road? Am I filming their sets? Am I editing, making a video with them? Am I forcing them to get up and exercise? Am I, something where they look back and they go, man, like when I take Lucas on the road, I'm like a better person.
Dude, I do all that shit too. I film everybody's set.
Right. But
With
do it
2
on the road.
cameras.
Yeah.
Who's doing that, Ari?
Exactly. So you do that on the road, they're going to bring you every time.
Yeah.
That's it.
Yeah, but by the time I get invited on the road, I'll be too big for it.
Wouldn't
I'll be my own headliner.
That'd be a great problem to have.
That'd be a great problem.
Yeah, a lot of people. Theo was telling me no one really took him on the road.
Yeah,
He
I
said-
noticed that too.
He said that he never really opened for anyone coming up. He just kind of.
Jeselnik
Jumped
told
in
me
the
that
headline.
too. He said, the only thing I ask in an opener is that they're not like me,
Yeah.
and I'm probably too much like him.
You're both straight white guys with low energy,
Yeah, we're very similar.
similar. Which is probably why you get along.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
That's why we're friends.
Yeah, I don't know, man.
So that's my biggest complaint right now. Like that's what's on my mind.
That's
the
a
most.
career complaint. What about your life?
My life is pretty good. I'm working out less. I live right next door to the YMCA, so it's hard not to go
Mm-hmm.
every day. But like I was just so exhausted for so long, and like when I was working, I was a video game producer for 8 years. It was a great title, good job, worked really hard. You met my boss. I don't know if you remember this.
I met him once or twice.
It was
I think.
Gerard's taping.
I don't remember meeting him, but I remember that I met him.
Okay.
I don't remember what he looks like.
Yeah.
Why, did I leave a bad impression or something?
No, you left a great impression.
I did?
Yeah.
What did I talk to him about?
Just I don't know, probably production shit.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Like he's the one that taught me how to use cameras, how to make stuff, and solve my own problems. And I'm still really close to him. I was just at his place a couple days ago. But when I quit that, it's like you have this void.
Right. I have to fill that time.
I have to fill-
I'm missing that money.
Yeah. And you only have so much energy to give, and stand-up takes a lot of it. So if I'm over-exercising, if I'm not taking care of myself, that's what I used to talk to Brody about a lot too. Like, Brody, you working out? No, and like it's for a guy who talked about energy so much too. Like, it's important.
Apple cider vinegar.
Dude, you remember
Iodine.
spending that Sunday with him? We're like, we're getting to hang out with Brody. You remember this? We're at the beach. Me, you, Abby. Day after Randolph's wedding. We're
Yeah,
like,
we took a ride in the Mustang was it from Abby's wedding?
It was from.
Yeah,
Stevens.
Randolph's wedding?
Yeah.
We took to was it Pismo Beach?
Is that right?
I don't remember what beach we drove to. But we took a Mustang convertible, you, me, Abby, and Brody.
Yep.
We went to the beach. We walked around. We got cinnamon rolls.
Yep. The best ones I've ever had.
We took a photo.
Candy apples.
Yeah, candy apples. And we just talked about comedy and life and
And
politics.
And we're like, we can't believe we get to hang out with Brody. And then by the end of the day, we're like, I get why people don't hang out with Brody.
We were like, yeah, we said, I could see why not everyone would want that day we just had, but we still did.
Yeah.
And then we went to Chili's.
We went to Chili's on the way back. It was like a 5-hour drive, about 4 hours away from LA. We're like, oh, there's a Chili's in what was it, Torrance?
I don't remember.
Fucking
Middle
remember.
nowhere, but we went.
But we knew 3.5 hours before we went there. Where were you getting dinner?
Chili's, baby.
Damn right.
You got to have more issues that you want to talk about.
What else is there? I mean, I'm so used to like, no, dude, I'm a pretty chill dude. I really don't. If I have issues.
What about girls? You're single. I've never seen you with a girlfriend.
You've never seen me with a girlfriend?
Have you ever had a girlfriend since you've lived in LA?
Yeah.
A full-on relationship?
Yeah, I don't bring him to the store because I'm not an idiot.
Not a girl you're dating that you want to date
Okay.
with.
What was
Have you been in a relationship with a girl? This is my girlfriend. I love her. You have?
Yeah.
I've just never met them.
Oh, really?
You just keep them secret?
I mean,
When was your last girlfriend?
my last serious girlfriend?
Yeah. Your last girlfriend that
Last
you would call
serious
a
girlfriend
girlfriend
was about 5 years ago
Okay, so why haven't you had a girlfriend in 5 years?
because I'm so focused on this shit.
Comedy.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, anything that gets in the way, I don't fuck with.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's
My
fair.
last girlfriend, her cousin was, she's like, whenever I'd see her, she'd be like, you got to meet my friend Luke. He's a comedian in New York. You got to meet my friend Luke. Whenever somebody says you got to meet my friend who's a comedian, you're like, I'm going to fucking meet that person.
Yeah.
I hope I never see
yeah,
that
anytime
person.
someone, do you know this person?
Yeah.
No,
I hope I don't.
I don't care.
Yeah. and I hope I never meet him. She's like, and she'd always say that. She's like, you got to meet my friend Luke. You got to meet my friend Luke. And then she showed me his Instagram, which I didn't know what Instagram was until then. This is the first person to ever show me Instagram. She's like,
This was 5 years ago, you said?
this was more like 6 years ago.
Okay.
Yeah. We stopped dating about 5 years ago. It's about 6 years ago.
Okay.
And she'd be like, and I'm still really close with everybody, including the cousin. But she'd be like, he puts his middle finger in every Instagram picture.
Luke Schwartz.
Yeah, and I'm like, who's this fucking douchebag? I really hope I never meet him now. And then about a year later, I was working the front bar at the store, and this guy just kept asking for water on a Monday, like an annoying open micer, and just with a shitty attitude. And I'd be like, fuck this guy. And then I was filming a Kill Tony episode in the early days, and I saw Luke Schwartz be brought to the stage, and I put the name to the face.
Yeah, it all came together.
It all came together. I'm like, oh, that's the fucking open mic who's asking me for waters. At the front is Hillary's friend from growing up.
Yeah.
Now I have to be nice to him and look out for him. And then afterwards,
and then
I did.
And now he's on Comedy Central.
Is it? Yeah.
He did the Bill Burr thing.
Oh, right. Yeah, it hasn't aired yet.
No, it hasn't aired yet.
Okay.
But now he's going to be on Comedy Central.
See?
Look at that.
So be nice to everybody, even
Luke Schwartz.
even the comedians you don't want to meet. Good. Yeah, that was my last serious.
You are nice to everyone.
I am nice to everybody.
Yeah, you're nice to everybody. Am I?
Yeah, but I think you and I probably have the same enemies.
Yeah, I'm nice to everyone except my enemies.
Yeah.
But I'm nice to anyone who's not my enemy.
Yeah, but we're also quiet assassins.
Yeah, even my enemies, I'm not mean to them. I just don't.
Yeah, you just don't give them the time of day.
Yeah.
I also think I wasted too much time early on helping people that, I could have I could have spent that time selflessly. Yeah. That was a big problem.
There's always some of that. Anytime someone asks you for help with something, you go, do I want to help them with this?
Yeah, and you especially have to deal with it. Because
I get asked a lot.
When you do this shit, when you make things, people think you learn that skill so you can make it, make their show.
Yeah. Yeah, I didn't make this podcast here to help other podcasts.
Yeah.
I did it for my podcast.
Yeah, goddamn
Yeah,
right.
that's something I struggle with is I get asked a lot for things, and I don't want to say no to people.
Yeah.
But I'm kind of forced in that position where I have to say no to comedians.
Are you at the
sometimes.
point where you still say no?
Of course.
Okay.
I have to say no.
Yeah.
Because if like you said, if you say yes to everything, then I don't have time enough for myself.
Right.
So someone will think, someone will be my friend. They'll be like, R is my friend. I could just have him produce my podcast. I'm sure that thought goes in their head. And then they ask me, and I go, no, I'm not going to produce your podcast. I don't have time for that. And then, hopefully they understand, but I'm sure there's some people who go, oh, Ari's a dick. I thought we were friends, but he doesn't help me. That for sure exists.
Yeah, let's name names.
Their name.
Let's name some
I don't want to
names.
name names, but there's for sure people out there that have that thought. Ari's my friend, and they ask me for something, and I say no, and they go, Ari's a dick. Fuck him.
Yeah, fuck those friends.
I guess.
It's even worse when you have a close friend that has a terrible idea. You have to come up with an excuse not to help them. Like, hey, I got to work tomorrow. That's the good thing about having a day job for so long is that you can tell people you have to work tomorrow, even if you haven't worked in 2 years.
Mm-hmm.
And they just be like, oh, okay.
Okay, so here I figured out the issue that you need to work on.
Yep.
Your whole life
Yep.
is comedy.
Okay. I need something else?
Yeah, you need something else.
Like, what do you recommend?
Because then if your whole life is comedy,
yeah.
you're only as happy as your last set.
God damn, dude. I went to psychiatrists from the ages of...
They can't relate to this.
I know. This is the best advice to ever get.
Can't give you this advice. But sometimes this happens to me too. But if your whole life is stand-up comedy, then it's all you know how to talk about. It's all you think about. If you have a bad set, you're not happy till the next one. If you... whatever. All you're thinking about is I need to go on the road more. Fuck the road. You don't need the road more. You got everything you need right here.
God damn it, man, dude.
Yeah.
See, I had sworn off therapy until this podcast.
You just need to, make a kid's book. Make a... You got
Okay.
hobbies?
What is this? Bears don't like candy.
Bears don't like candy.
Is there a sequel coming out to this?
Yeah, polar bears don't like candy either. Coming out. I don't know. I don't have a date yet of when it's coming.
And
but-
then grizzly bears also don't like candy afterwards?
No, because
I mean-
I think Mandy's probably a grizzly bear in this book.
I don't know. More like a brown bear to me.
Yeah, it's like a brown bear or a grizzly bear.
Okay. So write a book, you're saying.
I'm saying do something else that when you're having a bat where you're like, fuck, I'm not getting up enough,
Yeah.
or my set's not good, I'm not writing enough, where you could do something else and be like, it's okay, I'm going to work on this for right now, and it's going to be fun.
Okay. I need to travel the world too.
Traveling's fun.
Yeah.
It
I grew
can
up
be.
in Iowa, and that's all I knew. I was the first person in my family to leave.
Where would you want to go? If I give you a free vacation somewhere, and no comedy, just a free vacation.
Free vacation anywhere?
Yeah.
Probably Germany.
Germany? That would
Yeah.
be your number one spot, and you've never been?
No, it's my homeland.
Yeah, you should go.
I should. I will
Go to Germany. Go to, what's that beer festival they do? What's it called?
Oh, Oktoberfest?
Go to Oktoberfest in
Dude, you just
Germany.
told me I had a substance abuse problem, and now you're telling me to go to Oktoberfest and drink
Perfect
for a
for
month.
someone with a substance.
What
Don't go
the
for a
fu-
month.
Yeah, take a
Don't go to Germany for
32-ounce
a month.
pitcher of beer and...
A month is too long of vacation. Anytime I hear someone
What's the
saying,
perfect length?
I'm leaving for a month, I'm like, yeah, lucky you, but that's too long.
I say 2 weeks.
Yeah,
2
go
weeks
for-
is the perfect length.
Yeah, go for 2 weeks.
I will, dude. I've been saving money for years.
Go to
and I just-
Germany for 2 weeks, dude. The girls are pretty there.
Yeah.
They're nice. A lot of people speak English.
But, I sprechen Sie Deutsch.
You speak German? Perfect.
A little bit.
Yeah, go to Germany.
Yeah, but...
You can afford to
Do you wanna
make a
go?
trip. I want to go.
Do you want to do a comedy trip? Because I don't think...
I just said you do something not comedy.
I know. But that's my favorite thing about
Go to
Ger-
Germany and don't do comedy. Or if you do it one night and that's it.
I also don't think German... I can't think of one German comedian. Can you?
No, because they speak...
They're not funny.
They're probably... there's probably like a show you could do for expats or something.
Oh, okay.
In what's the biggest city in Germany?
Probably Berlin or...
Yeah, in Berlin.
Yeah.
I think there's a show for expats in Berlin. Berlin has a really cool Nike store.
How do you know this?
I remember reading an article that Berlin location in Germany makes merino wool Nike jackets, I believe.
Okay.
Or was it Adidas? Now I can't remember.
Okay.
Might have been Adidas.
Do you want to go? We should take
So
a...
if I went there, I'd want to go to the Adidas store.
All right. We'll plan something for the next couple of years.
We'll see. I don't think we're going to go to Germany together.
You don't think? Why not?
I don't know. I just don't see it happening. But I'll do it.
I know you will, and I'll do it.
All right.
You and I both, though, we're the kind of guys that will do something in an instant.
Yeah.
You text me all the time, want to go to Tijuana right now. And every time I know I pussy out, but I do want to... Dude, one of these days I will say yes.
All right.
It's
We'll
just
keep
the
trying.
last couple times I haven't had my birth certificate on me.
Oh, and you don't have a passport?
I need to get a passport.
Oh, you got to do that just regardless.
Yeah,
just for
I know.
yourself, not
'Cause if I
related
get
to
called to
anything
Canada.
you. Okay, I'm going to play a couple of voicemails,
Okay.
and we're going to give these people some
Some advice?
advice. So this
Do I know
is-
these people?
No, I don't know them either. So this first caller is from Leah Globe. Let's see if this works.
Leah
I've got my
Globe
best
sounds
friend's
made
wedding
up.
tonight.
What was that?
Sounds made up. Leah Globe?
Leah Globerman. Sorry.
Oh, okay.
Leah Globerman.
So I've got
Definitely
my
not
best
me.
friend's wedding tonight, and I'm not a bridesmaid, which is whatever. I mean, that's not the point. Anyway, I've got this green dress and this red dress, and I just can't figure out which one to wear. I mean, it's a spring wedding, so the green is definitely more seasonal, but with my olive skin tone and brown hair, I look fabulous in red. All my friends are going to be wearing navy blue, but
I'm not
then
gonna-
again,
we're
all
not gonna
my
answer
friends
this
are
call.
bridesmaids, and I'm not, so...
I'm going to skip to the next
It sounds
call.
like
Yeah,
she's
the
mad
shooting
she's not a
though.
bridesmaid.
Well,
She's-
but she's asking us what dress to wear. Like, that's the dumbest shit I've ever heard. We're skipping this call. Next caller is
Who are these people?
never call back. Next caller is Sylvia Dyson.
Are these only women?
I have a problem. My son, who is 37 years old, still lives at home. He does work sporadically, but not enough to support himself. He needs to be able to put a roof over his head, food in his mouth, and take care of his own needs and desires. I need help. I know I've been part of the problem, but I don't know what to do from here.
And she's calling you. That's the first issue.
Play one more at the beginning.
I
How old
have a
was he?
problem. My
37.
son, who is 37 years old.
37-year-old son. Okay, so this is a pretty common problem. To have a kid that maybe you babied a little too much seems to be the issue. Would you agree?
I agree completely.
You know, you 37. No one really envisions their 37-year-old kid still living with them.
True. Why? My bigger issue is what the fuck's going on in the background of that phone call.
Yeah, it sounds like she was calling maybe on Skype with a built-in webcam that had bad audio, something like that. I'm not sure.
Yeah, if she's calling you about her problems on Skype, this woman can't be saved.
Yeah, bad recording quality, Sylvia. But
37 years old, lives at home. You know, some people, my mom wishes I'd lived at home probably.
yeah, but you know why they wish that? Because they know you won't actually do it.
That's true.
Yeah, like my parents would let me come live at home because they know that I don't want to do that.
Yeah.
37 years old. I mean, it's really simple. There's really only one thing to do if you have a 37-year-old kid living at home and you don't want them there. You say, hey, 6 months from now, you need to be out. Whatever it is. You say, I don't know what to tell you. You got to get a job, figure it out, because 6 months from now, I'm kicking you out of the house. And then you have to actually do it. If they fight it, you have to actually do it. It's hard. No one wants to see their kid on the streets, but you have to. And maybe they still won't have enough, and they're gonna have to go stay at a friend's place or another family member's. That's fine, but they need to be. You have to say to your son, in 6 months from today, you are no longer allowed to live here. You have to be out on your own.
6 months. I'd give him 3. He's 37.
There, whatever. 3, yeah. Do 3. 3 months from now, you have to have your own place. Studio, a motel, whatever it is, a tent on the side of the road. I don't care. You're 37 years old. Enough is enough. You need to go live out on your own. Tough love. What do you think?
I mean, this whole situation is very sad.
It's not that sad.
Honestly, I think the woman with the wedding dress problem is more salvageable than.
That's not a real problem. This is a real problem.
I mean, he's 37. He's 37. He's not changing. You're 37. You are who you are.
I disagree.
I know.
How old are you? 31?
What's that?
You're 31? How old are you?
33.
33. So you're saying
34.
4 years from now, you're set in your ways? You won't change at all?
No, I'm kidding. He can change. He does need tough love. So I wouldn't even give him 6 months. I'd kick him out in 3.
3 months.
Yeah,
I agree with that.
Like, you really got to shape him in the gear. You give him 6 months, that's too much time. He's going to get complacent. He's going to realize it's a threat without.
And if you're feeling bad about it, you're feeling like a bad mom, just remember, this is more for him than it is for you. Like, do you want a place for yourself? Yeah, probably. That way you could pick up better guys, come home and you don't have your kid around. But he needs his own place.
I mean, judging by this woman's voice, I don't think her son is cock blocking her.
He might be. What if she brings over a man and her son says, hey, what are you doing with my mama?
Yeah.
I did a black voice because she sounded black.
I didn't think she sounded black at all.
You don't think Sylvia sounded black?
No.
I already deleted it, but she definitely was black. Is that racist?
It's not at all.
It probably is. I apologize. I think she was black.
Oh, I thought she sounded very white.
She sounded black, and there's nothing wrong with that.
No, exactly.
Yeah, you could be black in today's world.
See, but I don't think a black woman.
You could be black in my world.
I don't think a black woman would let a 37-year-old son live with her ass.
Sylvia did.
I know, Sylvia. It's not too late. He can change, but you have to be the instigator of it. You have to start.
Yeah, he's too comfortable.
Yeah.
You probably make him food too, don't you, Sylvia? Definitely stop that. Stop making him macaroni and cheese.
Yeah.
He doesn't need it. I bet you he has a gut too.
Oh, for sure he's fat. She said he works sporadically, but Quit cutting the crust off his sandwiches and shit.
And if you don't have the guts to kick him out, then at least say if you're going to live here, you have to pay rent and work a full-time job.
Damn right.
You charge him rent. Make him get out on his own. Make it so that he's paying as much to live there than it would be to get his own place. If a studio apartment in your area is $1,000 a month, you charge him $1,000 a month rent.
Yeah, be his landlord.
There it is. Tough love, Sylvia. We're going to play one more call. This is from Christopher Blake Parker.
Hi, so my name's Christoph Parker, and my fiance and I, we just broke up, but we've been together for about 10 years and share a place and a car, and I'm about to spend the next couple months on the road working, and I'm just trying to get some advice, some direction on kind of what I should be doing and how I should be treating myself, and just kind of coming up with some sort of a plan. Yeah, thank you.
I don't really understand what he's asking, do you?
I don't either.
Hi, so my name's Christoph Parker, and my fiance and I, we just broke up, but we've been together for about 10 years and share a place and a car, and I'm about to spend the next couple months on the road working, and I'm just trying to get some advice, some direction on kind of what I should be doing and how I should be treating myself, and just kind of coming up with some sort of a plan. Yeah, thank you.
So that's tough, man. I'm sorry for your breakup. I know heartbreak is the worst feeling in the world, and I've said this before. It's worse than cancer, and it's worse than just about anything.
I mean, you said it on stage.
Yeah, and I mean it.
Yeah,
I think heartbreak is the worst feeling in the world. One of the worst things that could happen to someone.
It is, but it Christoph, right?
Christoph, yeah.
Yeah, it doesn't last forever. That's what gets me through it every time.
That's true. That's what makes it better than cancer is you'll live through it. Time heals all wounds.
Yeah.
Well, not all wounds, but it heals this one.
Yeah, dude. I say to Christoph, sow your wild oats.
Well, and he said he's about to go on the road for work.
Yeah.
This is the perfect time for that.
Yeah.
You just got out of a relationship. It's way worse going on the road for work when you have that fiance that you're with. But you don't. You're a free man. So go on the road, meet people. It's always easier. I don't know why, but it's easier to meet girls and people when you're in a new place. I don't know why. But when I'm in LA, I'm not meeting anyone new. You have your friends, you have your patterns. When you're on the road, you're more explorative. You're more exciting to other people.
Dude, that's why I want to go on the road, Ari. Me and Christoph need to switch lives.
Maybe we just got to come to LA and pretend like we're here visiting.
That's the strategy.
Yeah.
I've talked to many comedians, and I've told you this, that switch between the coast or go to, they live in New York for a bit, LA, and like, yeah, I just say I'm visiting. So I get more spots.
Yeah,
so
but you don't want to lie.
That's shady as shit.
You never want to lie, not just because it makes you a bad person, but it's just like you feel it.
Christoph
weighs down on you.
Sounded way too sad for his situation.
No, I mean, he's going through heartbreak.
I know, but like...
But yeah, Christoph, look at it this way. It wasn't meant to be. There's plenty of other girls out there. You have a job. You're traveling on the road. This is your chance to go find yourself.
And also, who knows? Maybe, him and the fiance get back together. They were
Doubt
together
it.
for 10 years.
I doubt
it, but
yeah,
I
hope not.
And sometimes with heartbreak, you just have to hold on to that hope and then hold on to it so long that you don't even want him back anymore. That made no sense, but...
the last girl to break up with you, would you take her back right now if she begged for you back?
She has. No.
Oh, she has.
I'm a comedian, man. That's what I told him, too.
Comedians can still have girlfriends.
Yeah, but not... I tell girls that I'd be like, I'm a comedian. I don't...
That just makes you a gay comedian.
There are probably women that think I'm gay, for sure.
Yeah.
I'm cool with that.
I tell a lot of people I'm gay.
You do?
Yeah, I say it on my Facebook page.
Yeah.
And sometimes if a girl after a show messages me and says, hey, I thought you were really cute, if you'd want to go out, I'll say, oh, thank you so much. That's so nice of you. I'm actually gay.
Do you say you have a boyfriend, or do you say...
No, I just say I'm gay.
Okay.
Or I'll say I'm seeing someone. That's what I'll say. I'm actually talking to someone right now.
But I think being gay is easier.
Yeah, because then they go, oh, okay. They just block you out. If you say, I'm seeing someone, they might be aggressive and be like, okay, well, if you want some fun while you're here,
yeah,
here you go. Or
yeah,
let me know. Or they'll reach out in a few months. Hey, are you still seeing someone. But if you're gay, then they're just your fan for life.
They text you back in 3 months. You still gay?
That's funny. I wonder if I'm sure there's guys that have done that to lesbian girls.
Oh yeah,
yeah. Just checking in, seeing if you're still.
Yeah, poor lesbians. They aren't as taken as seriously as gay men.
You don't think?
No.
Maybe because they're less loud about it. They're less flashy.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think they're taking it seriously. We just don't hear about it as much because they're more subtle.
True.
They're chiller.
That's true. But yeah, Christoph, enjoy this time, man. You're going on the road for work and you're single and you're heartbroken. That's a formula for some great bad decisions.
Yeah,
you sounded young too.
Yeah, go on the road and go to a bar. Maybe force yourself to get really like blackout drunk, at least once. Just make yourself get blackout drunk. Be irresponsible a little bit because you sound like a responsible guy. Do that. What else can I say? Go get some good food on the road. Start exercising. Go on a hike. Maybe think of something you could do while you're on the road that would be a positive hobby for you. Maybe you want to go hiking in every city you go to. Maybe go rock climbing. Maybe running.
Do you get fatter after breakups?
Yeah.
You do?
Yeah. It's bad.
Yeah.
But one of my only pleasures in my life is good food.
Yeah.
So when I'm sad, I'll go get a pizza.
Is that your go-to? Like, where from?
Domino's.
The trash? You like the trash pizza?
Like garbage.
Damn right.
I'll go to In-N-Out.
CC's?
CC's. Yeah, that's how I get through my feelings, which is bad. And I know it while I'm doing it. I'm like, this is not going to make me feel better, but that's what I do. But today, I'm going to go on a hike.
You are?
Yeah, I'm going to do it today after this podcast.
Good man. Good man.
You want to do it?
I mean, I'm wearing this. I don't know if I can.
Yeah, I guess you can't. You could borrow shoes. No, you can't borrow shoes. Your feet are too big.
You got size 13?
No. You could wear those shoes with shorts, maybe?
How great if you had different sizes.
Why do you have Dodgers shoes?
Because I don't like the Dodgers. No, I love the blue. And then these are the only editions of these Vans that they made. I'm actually a Mets fan, but they don't have Mets shoes. And I'm in LA too. So, Dodgers and Lakers and Clippers gear. I'm kind of a fan. I'm a bigger sports fan than I am Dodgers fan, but
I think that the Mets could have had a really good chance this year if they increased their offense, defense, and coaching.
Bullshit.
I really do.
Dude.
If they increased those 3 things, they would have had a good chance.
Dude, they're still in it, man. They're like 500.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Not in it. Anything you want to plug?
Anything I want to plug?
Your Yelp reviews?
Yeah, Yelp review coming out sometime next week.
What's that one going to be on?
RuPaul's Drag Con.
And you went to this event?
I have to go to all of them.
But you already went to the Drag Con?
I already went, yeah.
You went to RuPaul's Drag Con?
Yeah.
Did that make you uncomfortable, or you were fine the whole time?
Oh, dude, I loved every second of it.
You loved it?
It's fantastic.
Did you hook up with anyone?
Dude, I wanted to, but the old excuse that I'm a guy.
They didn't like it? They didn't like it?
No, I'm saying I don't think there were any women there.
Really?
I'm looking over the video right now, and I'm trying to find, was there a legit...
real-life woman?
Hardly any.
Born a woman.
No.
Cisgendered woman.
Yeah.
And there weren't.
No.
Yeah, I mean, it might be scary to go there.
It was a blast.
Woman.
We should go. Well, do you want to go next year?
Where
Tickets
is it?
aren't expensive. It's at the convention center.
Oh, in Los Angeles?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, I'll go. If it's local.
Yeah, and they've already announced when it is. It's the first week of May.
I'd love to go.
So don't book any travel.
Yeah. That's where I'm going to meet my wife.
Yeah. Now, are you credentialed at all?
As a therapist?
Yeah.
Unlicensed, baby.
I was going to say, this is the best therapy.
I get mixed reviews. I think most people don't like my therapy when they've been to real therapy because I don't really know how.
Well, what scared me about the first show is the fact that you called the person's ex. I knew that if I went on the show 2 years ago that you'd call my ex-girlfriend and we'd talk on air. And it'd be awkward. That was always a fear of mine.
Yeah, there was some early episodes where I might have caused a divorce or two. I was working out the kinks of it. But now that I got it in a rhythm, I'm very helpful and can fix anyone's problems. I get better each time.
Yeah,
or worse, I don't know.
That's why we do this.
Mm-hmm. Well, I'll see you at the Comedy Store tonight. Check out Lucas Hirl at the Comedy Store every week. Check out his Yelp reviews.
Oh, more shit I want to plug? Let me think for a second. I'm going to be... dude, I think I'm going to be close to Everett, Washington. It's going to be like the third week of August. I'm doing a run through Washington. Going to... I'm trying to book shows in Roswell, too. Because like I told you, I'm going to be there for a couple days.
Right. All right. So to my few listeners I have some in Seattle.
You do?
Yeah.
Okay, so
from Seattle, check you out.
Yes, third week of August. I have a website now, lucashirl.com.
Yeah, get tickets. He's very funny. He's funnier than me.
And message me. I'll always put you on the list.
And then if you're in Roswell, I guess maybe you'll be doing shows there.
I'm trying to. I'm only going to be there.
If not, you're going to be at the UFO convention.
I'm going to be at the UFO convention July 5th and 6th, and then I'm doing a week in New York and Boston. I'm going to go stay with my mom who lives in Connecticut. Going to do a couple shows in New York. Not trying to do anything crazy, though, because like Ari told me today, comedy can take a back seat every once in a while.
Just doesn't need to be your all that there is.
But it really is my favorite thing in the world.
It's awesome.
It's all I live for.
It's fun. It's a fun thing to do.
I suffered through bad depression as a kid. Comedy's the only thing that got me through it. Comedy was my therapy.
Depression is my therapy.
It is?
I don't know.
Have you ever taken the SSRIs or any antidepressants?
In college, when I went through my first heartbreak, I was so sad that I just I reached out and I said, hey, can I get antidepressants? I can't live like this every day. Mm-hmm. And I took them for like a week or two, and then I said, I don't want these.
But they take like a few weeks to even work.
Yeah, so I just canceled them.
So you have taken them.
Yeah. No, here's what happened. I remember I was taking these antidepressants, and then I went to masturbate.
Yeah, and you couldn't.
And I couldn't.
It's a big
get
problem.
Hard. So that was like a scary moment, kind of. So I stopped taking them, partly because of that. That was a big part of it.
Yeah, that is a big fear. I wish people would have told me that before I took them.
Yeah, so now I take Tylenol when I get headaches, and that's about it.
Yeah, same here, dude. It's really weird being in college and not being able to get it up.
Yeah, exactly. Green tea I drink.
Okay. Mix lemon with it. Makes a synergistic combo.
See you guys next week.
Dude, thank you, Ari.
Thank you.
I feel fixed.
You're fixed now.